Hey guys, so earlier last year, I'd asked you, what do you want to see here on the channel? I got a lot of great feedback, but one gun kept coming up. You guys kept telling me I got to check out a PDP. Now, I've never owned a Walther, I've never owned a PDP, I've never even held one, never shot one. So for me, that was the starting point of some research. Now I'm excited to tell you, I picked one, and I picked one specifically that checks certain boxes that not all of them do. And I'm really excited to show you guys. So today is going to be an unboxing of my first PDP, and we will go over what you get in the box, how the gun feels, what my first impressions of it are, checking out that trigger, of course, and we will go from there. So first things first, let's pop this bad boy open and check it out. And that is a lot lighter than I was expecting, honestly. So get you some close-ups here because this thing is beautiful. So I like to start my videos with a couple disclaimers. Obviously, safety first. This is empty. It's a brand new gun. There's nothing in this. It is clear and safe. But my other disclaimer is, guys, I don't get guns sent to me. Everything I show here, I purchased with my own money. So this here was a purchase of mine. I'm probably going to do 2 more, maybe 3 this year, depending on how things go and what budget I stick to, and also what guns I pick. Some may be more expensive that will limit that budget, but this one purchased by me for you guys. I will definitely take this to the range and let you know exactly what I think, but this one here specifically is the Professional ACRO. This is the full size. It is a 4.5-inch barrel. Full size grip, has the mag well, 18+1 capacity, and it comes with the ACRO, which is definitely an awesome optic. I've never owned one, but I've wanted one for a long time. So I'm really excited that this comes with it because honestly, I think it fits this gun really well. The ACRO is definitely one of those things you either love or hate the look. I myself, when they first came out, I wasn't too excited for them. It looked big, it looked cumbersome, and I think it was on the wrong guns. When you get a full-size gun, I think it really looks right. I'm excited to shoot this because I've never shot through an Aimpoint, and I've heard nothing but good things. So I'm really excited to see how this pairs with this gun. It's going to be an interesting first couple rounds, and then honestly, you'll get all my raw feedback from there. So yeah, I will say, first holding the gun, 2 things surprised me. 1, I'm surprised how light this feels. For how big this is and how the pictures look, I definitely expected a much heavier gun. So that, I'm gonna put that as a positive out of the gate, but when we shoot it, I think we'll see, is that a pro or con? 2, I'm really surprised just how thin that grip is. Because again, seeing people hold this gun in different reviews and all the PDPs in general, and they always talk about how big the grip is, I really expected this thing to feel way chunkier. Like I was just holding the new Staccato 3.6, and that is chunkier than this. Granted, that is a short little grip, but this thing is more narrow, which I'm pleasantly surprised by because I was nervous. Buying a gun that you've never held before is something that can be very scary, and I think I got really lucky here. So that is another positive. I'm going to say for now, obviously not shooting it, I'm going to have to come back and give you guys the real update on whether or not it was a pro or a con. Another thing that this gun has, which I'm excited to use, is a magwell. I've not shot anything with a magwell. Again, one of those things I've heard is only a positive, except if you're thinking carrying it concealed. It can be a negative because that could be something that prints. So I can see how that would not be a feature some people want. Obviously, they have different grips for the Walthers, but for me, I wanted the full size. Now, size-wise, this is the most similar to my 226, which I've been shooting a lot the past couple months. So for me to go from that gun, which I absolutely love, I didn't think it would be the best idea to then go to a very small gun. I thought sticking in that same size would probably work best because I'm very comfortable with that. And you know, guys, it's winter. Carry is a little bit more forgiving in winter. You can wear more clothing. You can hide bigger guns. So keep that in mind. I know I'm gonna get a comment from someone saying, oh, there's no way you can carry that thing's huge. Listen, I know people who've carried way bigger setups than this, no problem concealing it. So it all comes down to the person, their body, their skill at concealment. So whatever you guys carry, whatever size, guys, I don't judge as long as you're safe and proficient with it. That's really all that matters at the end of the day. So back to first impressions, right? I know what everyone's dying to hear, and that's going to be this trigger. So let's check that trigger out. Very, very little take up. Defined wall, little bit of creep, and that is super crisp. And how's the reset? Wow, that is super short. So this is the dynamic performance trigger. I've heard nothing but good things about this trigger. It's why I had to go with a pro model over anything else. I figure if I'm gonna go back to a striker fire, it has to have a good trigger. And from what everyone has said out there in the reviews is this trigger is the best for striker fired. So again, one of those things we're gonna check out, and I will definitely give you an update in the first shots review of it because I'm super excited. Obviously, I've become a little bit of a trigger snob, especially with the 226. I haven't quite journeyed into the 2011s yet. I know their triggers are better, but for me, just making that jump has definitely changed my thought on what I want in a trigger. So that right there, that is, that definitely works. So let's check out the box and see all the goodies you get inside, and then we'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts on this. All right, guys, let's see what actually comes in the box here. So there you have the actual pistol. Feels great in the hand. Already comes installed with the ACRO, which is very nice. Got one mag in there. These are 18+1. Metal base plate, nice. Looks like you get a total of 3 mags, which is really sweet. That should be the industry standard, you'd think. But 3 mags is definitely good to start. You got a little speed loader. Always nice to have these. Got a couple extra back straps. I think I'll start with the standard and go from there. Let's see, got a tool here for the ACRO itself. Don't need that. Let's set this aside. Safety first. What else is in here? We got some stuff under here. So a whole bunch of paperwork. Another tool for the ACRO with the instruction guide. Sweet. That's just the paperwork from ordering the gun. And we got the owner's manual. Any cool stickers for this guy? Doesn't look like it, but that's definitely not a deal breaker. It's actually kind of refreshing to see some companies not doing that. So there you have it, guys. Pretty nice foam box, good size. 3 mags, speed loader, different size back straps, should you need that for your hand. And of course, the firearm itself with the ACRO already installed. So that is what you get in the box. So not bad for what you get. Obviously 3 mags, that's a huge deal. And the mag well, oh, love that mag release. Perfect size, perfect placement. Definitely gonna enjoy this at the range. I'm so excited that these mags are MECAR mags. I've had a very good streak of the last couple guns, all ran MECAR mags, and I swear they are my favorite, hands down. Obviously, I'm not sponsored by MECAR, but their mags are incredible. The coating they put on there is just amazing. So let's talk about what really sets this apart, because obviously there's the PDP, there's the E, there's the Pro, there's the Pro X. There's a lot of different models out there. So this here is the Professional ACRO. And it's got a lot of great features built into it. Now there's two specific features on this model that made me pick this over any other. The first one will address the elephant in the room. It has an Aimpoint ACRO, which is a phenomenal optic, comes with it as a package, but it gets even better than that. If you guys have looked at PDPs, you will know all of them require some sort of a plate system. Me personally, I hate plates for two reasons. It's another failure point, and most often, unless you change out your sights, you can no longer co-witness. Now, co-witness is important, especially if it's going to be a carry gun, because you want to be able to have a backup plan. I cannot tell you how many times I've gone to the range and somebody I know, their red dot died. Now, everyone can read the manual and see an estimated number, but red dot batteries die when they want to die. Might be sooner, might be longer than when that thing says. And if you're not prepared at the range, you wouldn't be prepared in real life. So God forbid that red dot goes down, you want to be able to co-witness those irons, because 2 is 1, 1 is none, and it's great to have irons ready and not impeded if you have something on a plate where you can no longer see them. The other really awesome thing about this is that these are actual steel iron sights, and they are tritium infused. Most other PDPs, they come with plastic. I think they call them the industry standard, basically polymer Glock sights, which to me, for the price point of this gun, I would really not want to see polymer sights on that. I want to get some nice actual metal iron sights. I want to know they're durable. I want to know they're not going to just fall off or whatever. But the little things like that make a big difference to me. So those two things alone really made me choose this option. I was considering getting the X with the comp. But coming from a 226, a non-comped gun, I wanted something that I'd be able to compare very fairly. Now, if I had a comp on one and the other did not, that would not be a fair comparison. And this being, quote unquote, the best striker fired gun out there with the best trigger, I want to see what this compares to with that, because for me, the past 5-6 months, that 226 has been beautiful for me. So I want to go into the next gun with an equally fair opportunity to compare it. I don't want to give it any advantage or disadvantage. Another thing I will say, I love these deep cut serrations on here. Not only does that look good, but it grips. It is just an awesome, awesome feature. Now, if you guys have seen the P365 fuse, that also has really, really deep cuts, which I think makes that gun look beautiful. This is not quite as deep, but it's there. The top here has got a little bit of angles to make it not boring and flat. I like that. And yeah, I can say so far, there's nothing about this that has been less than what I expected. If anything, it's exceeded my expectations with how light it is, how good the grip is, how thin the grip is, and the trigger is just, I cannot wait to shoot this thing. This trigger is going to be fun. I can tell you that right now. The magwell, that's going to be an awesome addition to this, because like I said, never had a magwell before, so I think that is definitely a great feature. Whether or not that works on most carry guns is debatable. But yeah, I think this gun is a good looking gun, good feeling gun. I'm eager to shoot this gun and let you guys know what I think. If there's anything I missed or any questions you have about this or why I chose this specific one, drop it in the comments. And I will be coming back very soon with a follow-up video so you guys can hear just how awesome or not awesome this is. I will say the only thing I'm going to change when I go to the range is I'm going to throw an X300 on here. That way it works in my holsters. And I think with this size gun, it will work aesthetically too. It won't look too big. So thank you guys for tuning in. Stay back, come back, and we're going to check out the follow-up review of the first shots. And if I really, really like it, we'll do 1,000 rounds. Peace.